Welcome to the next step in Ayurveda. We're going to talk about the 16 qualities. There are 20 qualities total, but some of them collide. And the qualities in Ayurveda are also called gunas. So the 16 gunas. I've separated these gunas into vata gunas, pitta gunas, and kapha gunas. And some of them will share, and we'll talk about which ones are sharing. But other than that, we have a course. So if you want the more extensive understanding and breakdown of this, check out our course for Ayurveda. It'll be a pleasure. Or you can join our membership and you can learn us with this live. You'll still get that course content, but you also get the breath work and the exercises and the movement and the qigong and the meditations and the activations, because we like to focus on practical work within our membership. And you can join a community of people who are all over the globe in various countries. So if that's of interest and you're ready, I am in the process of telling Spirit I am welcoming new members who are aligned, who want community, who are ready to join something bigger than themselves, share their genius, and learn some more. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Thank you for that, by the way. We have 74% of people who are watching, but not subscribed. So we're looking to actually bump those subscriptions up as we now get into the vata, kapha, and pitta qualities and how they, or gunas, are relating to our life. And so here's the beauty, right? Light quality, mobile quality, we're going to talk about these, are both shared by pitta and vata. And when you're light, this is things like moving a lot. I'm doing this, I'm cleaning the house, I'm sweeping this, I'm washing this, right? I'm talking faster. Light quality adds a lot of anxiety in a person's life. But on the positive side, it can be very uplifting. It can be very enthusiastic. All right. When you're light, you're feeling very thin. So when you are doing things like clove in your diet, clove has a lightness to it. When you're eating strawberries and blueberries, these are very light quality type foods, and it makes you feel, if you're heavy, like you're ready to get up and get enthusiastic. Now on the downside, light can be very flighty and it can go through insomnia. So but mobile can be like, literally, coffee makes us mobile, right? What happens when you drink coffee? Internally and externally, you do a lot of movement and you start to feel very, very unstable. So pitta and kapha, they benefit when they understand that they have a light quality as a natural constitution. They benefit when they add routine. That's how you take mobile and light as qualities for vata and pitta, and you support yourself in a new way. Now, a quality that's only vata related is going to be something like dryness, coldness. Okay, cold is a quality shared by vata and kapha. When you're cold, you get very sensitive, but you also start to constrict from the inside out. Literally, you start to become isolated. You want to be alone. So if you're feeling lonely, this is what the winter does, right? Through seasonal depression disorder of winter or fall, we get very cold. We don't want to be involved with anybody, right? So this is a kapha and a vata quality. Right? Now, when we talk about something like rough is something actually only shared by vata. And rough is very brittle in the bone and they get arthritis. So if you're somebody who struggles with arthritis, you don't need to go to the doctor and talk about blah, blah, blah. You literally just need to instead add the opposite of rough, which is smooth. Add more smooth foods, something like avocado. You ever just eat an avocado by itself? It's smooth, right? It feels gelatinous. It feels, creamy in your mouth. That smoothness will help take away the roughness. Now, again, something that's only vata related, something like changeability or mutability, and this quality makes you feel very in flux, right? You fluctuate between emotions, and you fluctuate between I feel like this and I move like this. And it can be very great for somebody who needs that changeability, somebody who has kapha attributes and status. Okay. Now, if I talk about some more of the 16 qualities, we're talking about things like oily, right? So oily is something shared by pitta and kapha. And when you're oily, you're feeling very relaxed, right? And the example I gave earlier, if you check out the course video, is almond butter. Almond butter is a very oily thing. Or when you get out of the shower, while heated and still wet, you add an oil as a substance and you start to relax and hydrate your skin. And so this is something you could do for an external, and it actually oily quality starts to make you feel calm, right? Fluid. Now, oily in excess, you can become very manipulative. So you gotta be very careful with that. Okay. Now, my favorite thing about Pitta, for example, is one of the 16 qualities is sharp, right? Sharp in combination with spreading. It has these two separate qualities, spreading and sharp, right? So when you're spreading, you spread your charisma, your energy, your life. You also can spread that negativity and talking about people and saying, oh, you're fat. And oh my God, can you believe what Sarah did? That also spreads with Pitta and its negativity. When it's out of balance, it becomes very critical, very judgmental. So be very careful. But that penetrating quality is something of mastery, right? Like sharing your craft. Like an astrologer talking astrology is sharing and spreading one quality of Pitta, their mastery, okay? Through once having to learn things and share it out. So Pitta has this quality of being able to really penetrate a complex idea and break it down and understand it very quick, very rapidly, okay? Now, a liquid quality is something that we go through as another Pitta, and it's when you really salivate. So if your mouth is dry and you're not salivating, you want to add things that are sour. They help you salivate and actually create juices internally and externally so you could digest and break down food. So that's something that we talk about a little bit from the qualities or the gunas of Pitta. Now, if you look and we talk about Kapha a little more, who's different than Pitta and Vata in a lot of ways. Kapha is very slow. It's one of the qualities, very dull. And that dullness allows you to really put deliberance towards a project, towards earning income that helps you feel more stable. Another quality, stability, stable. And when you feel stable, you're somebody who others can trust. Okay? And that stability also can turn into stubbornness in its excess. So there's another qualities of Kapha which can oftentimes relate to cloudiness or stickiness. Like when you drink milk or dairy, you become very sticky. Okay, it's very difficult to digest. So internally, it takes a long time to break down. Cheese is sticky, it's cloudy. So if your mind is bright and brilliant and overly anxious and you feel a little finicky and like you want cloudy foods like cheese, which can help bring you down. Okay, and you gotta be careful with dairy because again, it can get too sticky and then it will block your digestive system. You can't poop, and that becomes something where you get very toxic, right? And so the last is something like smoothness. Okay, it's another quality. When you're smooth, you're feeling loving, you're feeling gentle, and this is something where somebody experiencing dryness, they could have a dry personality, dry humor even. They can feel like somebody you don't really want to be around. Okay. But dryness in its health, which is a vata quality or guna, can actually help you absorb nutrients. Okay, so if you're struggling absorbing nutrients, check your poop. If your poop is green, for example, it is saying that you're not absorbing all your nutrients. If your poop is yellow, it's saying that you're pooping too soon. And you should wait a little longer, it turns a little cinnamon brown. So our poop diagnosis is one of our following classes that's going to come up as well within the course, within the membership. If you enjoyed it so far, this is me talking about the 16 qualities. Only ones that I didn't talk about were maybe subtle. Subtle can be something that allows you to really feel spiritual and uplifted and being able to sense the energies around you. So, meditation can be a subtle activity so that you can enhance your senses outside of your body. Breath work helps you experience the subtle energies and emotions so that they can be processed. So if you're having trouble processing, meditation can help you embrace the subtleness. So these are the 16 qualities. I said them all somewhere within there. I know it's a little bit like boom, 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 but if you want to get it more concise in its masterful form, put together where it's easy to read, you'll get the PDF documents on all this Ayurveda content. You can go back and check my video on the sour taste for Ayurveda, not sour taste, but the 6 taste for Ayurveda. You can check my document on the 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, on these Ayurveda course, or you can just go ahead and join the course, all right? Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Again, like we said, 74% of you are watching these videos, but you're not subscribed. You would really help your boy out to just hit the subscribe button. If you really enjoy what you're watching, watch it and turn a notification on, because only 11% of you have the notification on. And I just looked at these stats. This is Kapha and the stability that it can bring, the slowness to be deliberate with this video. And I know as a Vata type, I've missed some of my Kapha benefits, gains. So thumbs up. I love you. I will see you soon. Thank you for subscribing and being here. Do check out our course or join our membership, because in a membership you'll get this course and you'll get the ability to do the breath work and join communities with people all over the world and actually feel safe. I had a message from one of my members today, a private message, and she spoke about how grateful she was that I've been able to somehow maintain the stability and keep a great energy, which is spreading, okay, great influence from Pitta as one of the qualities. And so if you want to learn more about these things and how it can apply to your real life, this is not just about food, it's not just about diet, it's not just about lifestyle, it is the whole. And we're going to talk about how this combines very soon into the astrological signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and all 12. Thank you. I will see you soon. Thumbs up.